My husband insisted we never install security cameras in our house. The first night I secretly installed one, I learned why he was so afraid of being recorded. If you had asked me 5 years ago whether I trusted my husband, I wouldn't have hesitated. I trusted him more than I trusted myself. So when I suggested installing security cameras after our neighborhood had 3 burglaries in 1 month, I expected him to agree. Instead, he became strangely angry. "No cameras," I laughed. "It's just for safety." I said no. It was the only time I'd ever seen him raise his voice over something so small. He claimed cameras invaded our privacy. I let it go. A year later, another house on our street was robbed. I brought it up again. Same answer. "No cameras." This time, he actually slept in the guest room after we argued. That should have been my first warning. Months later, I left for a 3-day work conference. Halfway through the trip, my flight was canceled because of a storm, so I came home a day early. When I opened the front door, the house looked perfectly normal. Too normal. The dishwasher was running, fresh coffee was still warm, but my husband wasn't home. Neither was his car. I called him. "I'm stuck at work," he said. "I probably won't be home until 9. I looked out the window. His car was parked in the driveway. He was lying. When he finally came home 2 hours later, he acted surprised to see me. "I thought your flight was tomorrow. It was canceled." He smiled. "Bad luck." Then he walked upstairs. Not once did he ask how I got home. That night after he fell asleep, I ordered a tiny wireless camera online. It was the size of a USB charger. 3 days later, while he was at work, I plugged it into the bookshelf in our living room. I didn't even know what I expected to find. An affair, secret gambling, maybe nothing at all. The first week showed absolutely nothing unusual. Then came Friday. At exactly 2:14 p.m. while I was at work, my husband walked into the living room carrying a cardboard box. He placed it on the coffee table. A minute later, a little boy walked in behind him. He couldn't have been older than 8. "Dad! Dad!" I froze. The boy hugged my husband. Then a woman entered. She kissed him, not quickly, not awkwardly. Like people who had been together for years, for the next 4 hours. They acted like a family. Board games, homework, dinner, laughter. At 6:30 p.m., they packed everything back into the box and left. At 7:45, my husband walked back inside alone. At 8:10, I came home from work. He kissed me, asked how my day was, as if nothing had happened. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I hired a private investigator. 2 weeks later, he handed me a report. The woman wasn't his mistress. She was his legal wife. My entire body went cold. "What?" The investigator looked confused. "You're the second wife," according to public records. My husband had never divorced his first wife. Our marriage certificate should never have been issued. Someone inside the registry office had accepted forged documents. For 12 years, he had lived 2 completely separate lives. One family Monday through Friday afternoons, the other every evening and weekend. Neither wife knew the other existed. The investigator arranged a meeting, not with my husband, with the other woman. Her name was Rachel. She looked just as shocked as I was. She thought I was the mistress. I thought she was. Instead, we were both victims. Together, we confronted him. He didn't even deny it. "I loved you both." Rachel laughed bitterly. "No, you loved yourself." The criminal investigation uncovered even more. He had 2 bank accounts, 2 mortgages, 2 birthdays for the same child. He'd even used different middle names depending on which family he was with. The judge later described him as one of the most calculated domestic fraudsters this court has ever seen. Both marriages were annulled. Rachel and I stayed in touch, not because we enjoyed remembering him, because sometimes the only person who truly understands your pain is the person who was lied to in exactly the same way. Last month, Rachel's son graduated from primary school. She invited me. As we watched him receive his certificate, she smiled. "You know, he's lucky." "Why?" "He gets to grow up knowing what honesty actually looks like." For the first time in years, I agreed without saying a word. Because some people don't destroy one family. They build 2, and spend years destroying both. If you discovered your spouse had been living a completely separate life for years, would you confront them alone? Or stand beside the other person they betrayed too?